Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Back to the Top with Derby County. How you all doing? I know I've been away for a while. Please forgive me. Let's get straight into the action, shall we? So, as you can see from the schedule, we are doing pretty well. I did bring you the first game of the season against West Ham. We then went on to play Man City and we drew 1-1, a very good game. We then went on to beat Arsenal at home 2-1. Another very good game. We then went on to beat Sheffield United in the EFL Cup. I did rotate the team a little bit and we still got the win. We then drew 1-1 against Everton. Norwich, a 3-0 victory. Our only loss of the season so far came against Bournemouth and it was a 91st minute goal by Callum Wilson. Wasn't happy about that at all. And then in the last game I played, Wycombe 3-0 EFL Cup third round. Absolutely fantastic game. Rotated side as well. Still managed to walk out with the win. Now, we did have a bit of interesting deadline day. Okay, so we did have a bit of an interesting transfer deadline day. We got a bid for our star man, Garcia. Now, if you all follow me on Twitter, which is above me right now, you would have saw that I did get an offer for Garcia for £77 million from Manchester United. Now, I did accept the offer because there was no way I could turn that kind of money down. However, Garcia snubbed them. Garcia didn't want to join Manchester United because they couldn't afford the wages he wanted. He preferred to stay with Derby County. And after that, I managed to get him on a longer contract. He's now with us until 2025. I have no idea what happened. We are nowhere near as good as Man U. But he wants to stay with ourselves. He is going to be a fantastic player for Derby County this season. Now, I did have to find a replacement for Garcia just in case he left. And because it was transfer deadline day, I couldn't really take the chances of leaving it till the last minute. So, I did a bit of scouting and I managed to find a pretty decent player. So, I'll just go into the transfer history here. And I found this guy, Carlos Fernando, from Santos. And he cost me £32.5 million. But just look at him. Look at that player. Just look at the brilliance of that player. Now, he hasn't had any appearances for Brazil, but we still managed to get a work permit based on his potential, which means he's going to be a fantastic player. And just look at the physicals, the mentals, and the technicals of this player. He is amazing, and he has been playing fantastically for us as well. 2 appearances, 2 goals already. I just don't know what to say. Carlos Fernando, welcome to the club. And we've still got money in the bank to spend. We still have 17.57 million in the bank to spend. Wow, we are going to have an amazing season. So, Garcia is out for 5 to 10 days. Mayoral is out for 8 days to 2 weeks. New Turkish signing is still out for 2 to 5 weeks. And Nahul Lever, our backup player, 6 to 7 weeks with shin splints. So, the game we have today is against Newcastle. And the team that I have gone for is pretty familiar these days. So, it is Duda, Kim, Brennan, Shabala, English centre-back pairing. I have the English centre-backs of the future and I am playing them together. 21 and 22. These two are going to be starters for the England team for a long time. Certainly for as long as I'm manager of England. We then have Bastoni, Luca, Pedro, Horta, Oliver, Fernando and Costa. All fantastic players. Costa is wanted by AS Monaco. A lot of our players are wanted. But I'm sorry, but they're just not having him. Garcia is still wanted by Man City, Monaco, Barcelona and Madrid. Come in and pay 77 million, you can have him. With pleasure. So that's the team I'm going to go with. Going to go into the game and see what we can do. Okay, so we're at the game. And Derby are the favourites of the game against Newcastle. Our key man is Snesley, but he's not even playing, so I don't know how that is. And we'll go into the game and find out what we can do. Their team is looking pretty strong though. Karius in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Lascelles, a member. And they've got that legendary Pokemon up front, Mewtwo. He was an absolute beast of a player. How much did he cost them? It cost them 12 million from Schalke, and he is a beast of a player. I really want him, but I've just got Miguel Costa, so he's just better. Go on to the opposition instructions. Gonna go assertive, tell the team to finish off exactly where we left. And then do the usual individual team talks. And we will start the game. Skip the pleasantries. So, as a whole, Derby County are playing really well this season. We've shored up at the back. Going forward, we're strong. And we can tell that in the points. We played 7, got 12 points. We're doing really, really well. And I'm hoping we can push those Europa League spots later on in the season. Maybe even get a trophy or two. Now I'm just rambling because nothing's really happening in the first half at all. However, we do have a highlight. Fernando with the corner. De Paul back out to Bastoni though. To Pepe. Pepe back out to Fernando. Fernando, what can he do? He whips it in. And Horta's there. It's going to be 1-0. What a goal. What a combination from the two wingers. Fernando and Horta. That moves us up into a top 4 place. Absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. Horta, back from his injury, is going to play a vital role this season. Okay, so that is half time. We're playing absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go assertive. No, I'm going to go calm. I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Absolutely pleased with that. Send him straight back out there. Second half, we are shooting from left to right. Let's keep it going, Derby County. Let's keep this going. So, that is going to be 57 minutes. I'm going to make a couple of substitutions at 60. 64. Caleri's got the ball. Caleri to Mewtwo. The legendary Pokemon. Gonzalez is there. Saved by Bert Dudder. Absolutely fantastic save. Going to go pause. Going to go into the ovary and make a couple of changes. So, I'm going to bring on... Who's playing? Costa's having a bad game. So what I do when Costa's having a bad game, I put Oliver in as the striker because he can play there. I move Fernando into that shadow striker role. And I bring Fernandez on that left wing. Seems to work well for me. Bastoni's having a bad game, so I'm going to bring on Walker's Peters as well. And we'll restart the game. So 80 minutes gone. Gonzalez gives it to Caleri, to Mewtwo, but gets tackled by Brennan. Baker has a shot. What a strike that was from Lewis Baker. That was an absolute... That was goal of the season. That was goal of the season. And I'm going to go attacking. What a goal. Caleri. Pablo. Nothing we could do about that. No goalkeeper in the world was saving that. Absolutely fantastic strike. Wow. Are we going to get undone by a wonder strike from Lewis Baker? It's going to be 1-1 on the night, I think. Baker with a free kick. Dangerous territory. Kuki has a shot, goes wide, and that is going to be full time at St James's Park. 1-1. Absolutely. I would say that's a not bad result. I wanted to win, but we couldn't do anything about the wonder strike from Lewis Baker. I'm going to go calm. They say well done. I'm pleased with that result. We'll leave the match. Go into the mail, see what anything else is there. No, nothing. Our next game is against Southampton in a couple of days' time. So what I'll do, Editor Man, take us to the Southampton game. Okay, and we're back for the game against Southampton. Not much has happened. Carlo Fernando won the Young Player of the Month. Nothing much apart from that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight into the game with the team that you can see on the screen. Hopefully we can get another result. Southampton are 4th in the league. So they are a tough side. So we'll see what we can do against them. As you can see, we are favourites for the game, which is fantastic news. I like that. Let's have a look at their team. Southampton's team is pretty strong. John Flanagan, Delaney, El Shawari, Jordan Rose, Tadic is still there. Jordy Classy is still there. Pretty strong team, but we can beat them. Continue to the team talk. I'm going to go assertive. Give the fans something to cheer about. Miguel Costa is loving that. Miguel Costa is loving life right now. And we will start the match and hopefully we can get the result. Skip the pleasantries. We are shooting from left to right as you see it. So it should be a fantastic game against Southampton. Hopefully we can do something. Gives it out to Costa. What can he do with it? Gets tackled. Oliver's there. Oliver shoots. James Oliver. Thank you very much. Off to a flyer. 1-0. 5 minutes in. We move in to the top 4 positions once again. Oliver. What a strike this is. Puts it in the far corner. What a goal. Okay, so Southampton have a highlight. Lemos. Gives it to Delaney. Delaney to Denswell. Denswell to Pepe. Back to Oliver. To Costa. What can he do with it? Gets it. Tries to get it out to Horse, but couldn't get there. Iglesias has the ball. Gets tackled. Back to Costa though. Costa to Luca. To Pepe. Back to Luca. To Oliver. Oliver out to Horta. To Costa. Get it out to Kim on the wing. Crosses the ball in. Oliver's there. That makes it 2. Okay, so we have a corner. Fernandez gets it out to Pepe. Back to Fernando. Fernando tries to get the ball back in. Back out to Pepe. To Ricardo Horta. Shabala. Oliver's there. Can he make a hat-trick? No, he can't. El Shawari's got the ball. Southampton are going to counter, though. I thought they were going to counter. Delaney. Gets tackled by Luca. Back out to Costa. Gives it to Fernando. Fernando. To Luca. Horta tries to get there, but couldn't. Kim. To Horta. Costa. To Oliver. Oliver's there. Oliver with the 28-minute hat-trick. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, what a player he is. He's going to be an England superstar. He is a superstar for the team. No wonder Manchester United wanted him. James Oliver slots it in the back of the net. Come on. 3-0. Top 4 place. We are getting into Europe this season. I will make that prediction to you now, ladies and gentlemen. Dobrich. And Lemos with the consolation. Only consolation though. 3-1. What a free kick though. Dobrich whips the ball in. And Lemos is there with the scissor kick to put it home. Okay, so we have a free kick. Fernando. Brennan's there. Makes it 4. What a goal. Kevin Brennan. First goal of the season for him. Excellent. Excellent free kick. Excellent play by I was going to say Barcelona. Excellent play by Derby County. Wow. Wow. I said Derby County with Barcelona. Wow. Okay. And that is going to be half time. We can be pleased with the efforts today from the team. I'm going to go with a calm approach and go very pleased with the performance. Keep it going. Do the individual ones as well. And we will restart the game. So it's a kick-off highlight. Bastoni. We are shooting from right to left this time. Bastoni is now injured, which is not a good sign. I'm going to have to bring him off. Bastoni, I'm going to bring Walker's pieces on for him. What is it? Is it a potential foot injury? That could be anything. That could be a broken foot, twisted ankle. Hopefully it is just a twisted ankle. Bastoni is a very important part of this team. But we are playing absolutely fantastically at home. 4-1 against a relatively good side. They were top 4 going into this game. So 60 minutes gone. James Oliver with a free kick. James Oliver scores. That is his 4th goal of the game. A 25-yard screamer. Oh, what a free kick that was. James Oliver is having the game of his life. Oh, wow. Hello. You beautiful person. James Oliver. Wow. 64 minutes gone. Kim to Pepe. Gives it to Fernando. Flanagan gets the tackle in though. Payne. Gives it back to Oliver. To Costa. Out wide to Ricardo Horta. Ricardo Horta makes it 6. We are demolishing Southampton. Absolutely demolishing Southampton. 6-1. Wow. Oliver to Costa. Gets it out to the wing to Ricardo Horta. The player who was injured all last season. And he slides it home. Thank you very much. Come on. Come on, Derby County. Payne. Instant highlight. Denswell to Woods. To Tadic. Loses it out to Luca though. To Oliver. Pepe. Back out to Costa. To Fernando. What can Fernando do with it? Nothing. Brennan. Gives it back to Fernando. Costa. To Oliver. Is he going to score his fifth? I thought he was going to score his fifth there. I thought he was going to score his fifth. Corner kick. Fernando. Whips the ball in. Horta there. Dobrik tackles him. Kim. Pepe. Pepe Rodriguez. What can I do with it? Gives it to Shubala. And that is going to be the end of the highlight. 70 minutes gone. I'm going to make a substitution because our team is getting tired. Do I bring Horta off to a standing ovation? That's the question. I don't think so. I'm going to bring Rodrigo off and bring on Fabius or Febus in that position. And it's all I can do, really. It's all I can do at this point in time. We'll restart the game. 74 minutes gone. This is going to be an excellent win for Derby County. And that is going to be full time. Corner kick. Horta. Out to Febes. Has a shot. Strikes it against the Southampton player. 6-1. Bring it on. We are going to... Wow. Oh, what a game. Well done, lads. Excellent win. Absolutely amazing. So, 6 to the best for Derby. Bastoni is out for 2 weeks with a twisted ankle. Send the assistant to the press conference. Oliver was just on form. 4 goals, 9.9 rating, 91 pass completion. Wow. Just got it. Wow. Just look at this guy. He is developing nicely. Physicals, fantastic. Mentals, again, fantastic. Technicals, wow. He's only worth £7 million at the moment. I reckon he's worth more than that. Where did we actually get him from? He came through our youth system. This guy came through our youth system. 2017-18. Hello. I like this guy. Anyways, moving on. That is the England games. I will be coming back for the... I'll come back for the Manchester United West Ham games in the middle of December. Hopefully we can get through a good chunk of the season, get this season going, see where we are likely going to be at the end of the season. Alright guys, thank you for watching, it means a lot to me. Leave a like on the video if you like this content. It also makes YouTube think I'm popular. Make sure to leave that subscribe so you don't miss anything else. I have a few series on my channel at the moment. I have this one, I have the Bayern Munich one. I also have a City Skyline one as well, I don't know if you're interested in that. Go check them out if you want to. Links will be in the description. Make sure to leave a comment. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in a bit.